Hello humans, welcome back to Sylveon Explains, where I combine my two favorite things, cosplay and talking about weird or obscure media that I find interesting and that I think more people should know about. Today we are going to be covering another Pokemon radio drama. I've already covered one, The Birth of Mewtwo, if you want to go check out that video, but today we are covering It's a White Tomorrow Team Rocket, which was a three-part scene involving the Team Rocket trio from the anime, as we know, and the introduction of a new character named Mondo, and this is his only appearance in all of Pokemon. I find this very interesting, so I'm going to give you a little background and then go over a synopsis of the entire thing. So this was released only in Japan. It was released on CD in 1998 with a couple of bonus songs, as well as a little CD booklet that had some previously unseen art to accompany it. I will be putting a couple pictures on screen as I go through this, but obviously if you want to see all the pictures, you can go check out the link in the description below if you want to go look at them. So let's dive into the synopsis of this. This is going to be a relatively short video, obviously, since this has less scenes than The Birth of Mewtwo did, but I think it is interesting nonetheless. So the day starts as usual, with Team Rocket trying to steal a Pikachu and getting blasted off into space, as they do. They argue briefly when they land, only to be interrupted by a truck pulling up. Out steps Mondo, a Team Rocket special delivery member trainee. He brings them lunch, which he calls Rock Lunch, and money from Team Rocket's finance department to fund their adventure in catching Pikachu. The trio and Mondo sit down to eat their lunch, and they recount their goal to capture Pikachu. Jesse challenges Mondo to a friendly battle to see what he is capable of. Obviously, since Mondo is just a trainee, he is not very familiar with battling or fighting for Team Rocket in general or stealing Pokemon, so she wants to see what he's made of. Mondo reveals that he has a Ditto. This Ditto is able to perfectly transform, unlike the other one in the anime, which they reference. Jesse and Arbok win the battle in the end. Jesse starts crying in joy, and Meowth remarks that it's because they're always losing to Pikachu, so they are very happy about a victory, even if it's as small as this. Jesse and James want Mondo's Ditto, so they agree to trade Meowth for it, much to Meowth's shock. Instead of using a transfer machine, they simply hand each other the respective Pokemon, with James noting the Team Rocket's rule is simple as best, which, you know, fair enough. Instead, Jesse writes her name on Ditto's Pokeball, and Mondo writes his name on Meowth's coin, since he does not have a Pokeball. Meowth tries to protest, but they distract him with yarn while Mondo writes his name. Jesse and James then ask Mondo for a hot air balloon, which is delivered through Team Rocket's sending bag. I am very curious about how the technology behind that works. Meowth realizes he can boss Mondo around, so, you know, he's kind of okay with this. They get acquainted while Jesse and James fly off in their balloon. They plan to use the Ditto to transform into Pikachu to give to the boss. However, this Ditto never listens to a full command, and will always turn into something similar to the start of whatever Jesse says. It turns into a Snorlax, which then weighs down the balloon and crashes into a forest full of Beedrill. James's wheezing sends out a smoke signal, which gets the attention of Mondo and Meowth, who are still close by. Meowth refuses to help, annoyed with having to clean up their messes, but Mondo gets in his Jeep to head out and help them. Meanwhile, Jesse was able to release Arbok, which frees them from the vines that they got tangled in when they fell, so now they can run away from all the Beedrill. They then fall in a hole, which it turns out to be a trap that they had dug previously, so, you know, they just got caught in their own trap. That's funny. Mondo then arrives to help, but he falls into the hole as well after being attacked by the Beedrill. We get a brief clip of Meowth walking on his own, lamenting about how he is going to live all by himself and that his life is going to be so wonderful all on his own. We cut back to the other, where the Beedrill have tied them up with thread and suspended them in the trees. But at least they're out of the hole now. However, they're still captured. Meowth finally shows up, having a change of heart. He frees them, and then Meowth, Arbok, and Weezing scare off the rest of the Beedrill. Mondo then reveals the reason that he adores the trio so much is because they work so well together. Mondo insists on trading back so that they can be together again. They do so, and Mondo gets his Ditto back, and Jesse and James get Meowth back. Mondo then gives them a new balloon and a report that many Pikachu have been spotted in a nearby forest, so they want to go investigate the Pikachu and see if the Pikachu that they want is there. So they then head off in their balloon. In the balloon, Jesse and James give Meowth a heartfelt thanks. There seems to be a happy ending, only to have their balloon attacked by a Pidgeotto and then crash again, ending the drama on the usual note for Team Rocket, as they do in the anime. So overall, this is a relatively short radio drama. I think it's just very fun and very cute. I think that this would have been a fun maybe like mini episode or B-plot to happen in an actual episode, but you know, even on its own, it's quite fun. I would highly recommend checking out all of the photos to go along with it because I think they're very cute. I will have them linked. Thank you to the random Tumblr blog that I found that had them all nicely in one place for me. I will also have the script for this linked if you want to go read through it for yourself, because I think there is a lot to get out of it, even beyond just the synopsis, if you want a fun little scene to read or just some casual entertainment there. And with that, I am going to let you guys go. I know this was a shorter video than usual, but I will be back with another Pokemon radio. This one isn't really a radio drama, but more of a radio special series, and I will be getting into that in the next video. So if you guys want to see that, please like and subscribe, maybe leave a comment leaving your thoughts on this, and I will see you guys then. Bye bye!